and the only little boy didn't run, for his eyes were so full of tears that he didn't see the giant coming. And the giant stole up behind him and took him gently in his hand and picked up into the tree. And then the tree broke at once into blossom, and the birds came and sang on it. Then the little boy stretched out his two arms and flung them round the giant's neck and kissed him. And the other children, when they saw the giant was not wicked any longer, came running back, and then the spring also came. "It is your garden now, little children," said the giant, and he took a great axe and knocked down the wall. And when the people found the giant playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they have ever seen. All day long they played, and in the evening they came to the giant to say or to bid him goodbye. "But where is your little companion?" he said. "The boy I put into the tree." The giant loved him the best because he had kissed him. "We don't know," answered the children. "He has gone away." "You must tell him to be sure and came here too tomorrow," said the giant. But the children said that they didn't know where he lived and he had never seen him before, and the giant felt very sad. Every afternoon when the school was over, the children came and played with the giant, but the little boy whom the giant loved was never seen again. The giant was very kind to all the children, yet he longed for that little friend and often spoke to him. "How I would like to see him," he used to say. Years went over, and the giant grew very old and weak. He couldn't play any more, so he sat in a huge armchair and watched the children at their games and admired his garden. "I have many beautiful flowers," he said, "but the children are the most beautiful flowers of all." Then one winter morning, when he looked out of his window as he was dressing, he was getting ready. He didn't hate the winter now, for he knew that it was merely the springs asleep and the flowers were resting. So suddenly he rubbed his eyes in wonder, and he looked and looked, and he saw the marvelous sight outside. In the farthest corner of the garden there was quite covered lovely white blossom. Its branches were all golden, and silver fruit hung down from them. Underneath stood the little boy he had loved. So the giant just ran downstairs and went to the garden. He was so hastened to meet that child when he came quite close, and his face grew red with anger, and he said, "Who had dared to be thee?" For on the palms of the children's hand were the prints of 2 nails, and the prints of 2 nails were on the little feet. And then he asked, "Who have give you that wound?" Cried the giant. "And I will take my big sword and slay and kill him." The little child answered, "No, these are the wounds of the love." Then the giant asked, "Who gave you these wounds?" And a strange kind of expression fell on his eyes, but the little child knelt, bent down on his knees. The child smiled at the giant and said, "You once let me play in your garden, and today you shall come with me to my garden, which is a paradise, which is a heaven of God." And when the children ran in that afternoon, the others found the giant lying dead under the tree. So it was God himself who had come in the form of a little child, just teach the selfish giant a lesson of humanity, salvation, and compassion. So if we talk about the moral of this story, the story teaches us the moral that we should be very kind and compassionate to others. It's just that if we give happiness to others, we can also feel happy in our life. So this story gives us the theme of humility, compassion, forgiveness, loneliness, love, and pain. So this is very beautifully the author has depicted these feelings. So now I'll discuss with you the question answers of this through the worksheet. I hope you will complete all your work, and if you have any query related to this topic, you can ask me anytime. So for the time being, just complete your work, stay safe, stay healthy.